Morning everybody, welcome along to episode number 73 of our F1 2019 career mode here with Team Mercedes-Benz AMG Petronas, and we've got to the Red Bull Ring, and this should be where we bounce back after last week's horrible French Grand Prix. And it was a horrible French Grand Prix for us. Thankfully the weather's alright, so we can work some magic there for that. But let's have a look at how everyone's progressed or not progressed, shall we say. Enough said. So, you can see we're maxed out. They are, we're still the best engine out there. We're still third best in aero. And we're still the best chassis by a little distance. Not a lot. A little, but not a lot. See how the progression's looking. You can see there we've had, well, Alfa Romeo, Toro Rosso and Racing Point have done big upgrades. Red Bull have done a minor upgrade, but everyone else, as you were, oh, Ferrari look like they've done a little minor upgrade as well, but everyone else status quo. We're going to be using the old stuff for practice, so let's have a look at the championship. So nearly a double eating over Valtteri Bottas, with Lukas Weber in third, then Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Devon Butler, Ken Magnussen, Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel round out your top 10 in points. In the constructors, Mercedes, we're flying away from McLaren, Haas, Ferrari, Renault, Williams, Red Bull, Toro Rosso, Alfa Romeo and Racing Point firmly at the bottom. And I do believe that Raikkonen scored a handful. Oh no, he didn't. That was Giovinazzi that scored the handful. Haha. So time for Raikkonen. Yeah, I got a feeling Raikkonen might do something special here at the Red Bull Ring. But with that being said, here at Spielberg we will get practiced and then we will get qualified, and we will see you on this for a pretty fast, I would say, well, should be, Austrian Grand Prix.
What a beautiful backdrop to a motor race. We're here in the Styrian Mountains, of course, and they've watched over some cracking races throughout the history of this Grand Prix. Controversy, of course, think back to 2002, but also great joy. Do you remember Niki Lauda's historic home victory in 1984? It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. Let's talk about Paul. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long term remains to be seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Great work from Lukas Weber yesterday sees him start from pole, and Paul completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Bottas, Carlos Sainz and Verstappen, Ricciardo, Vettel, Grosjean and Pierre Gasly, Butler, Magnussen, Alexander Albon and Perez, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Daniel Kvyat and Lance Stroll, Hülkenberg and Lewis Hamilton rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
We have a good chance of getting a podium today, so have a clean race and stay out of trouble.
So yeah folks, we got beat to pole. We got beat by Lukas Weber, so we're going to have to get in front of him pretty quickly, or we'll have a repeat of Paul Ricard. But it is second, so it is the front row lockout for the Mercedes team. But looking at the strategy, I think we're going to have to pull something here, because I don't want to go that long on the soft tyre, especially not after we pushed it in qualifying to get only second. So yeah, I got a feeling this is going to be an interesting race, folks. Here we go then, folks, to the running of the Austrian Grand Prix from the front row. Let's fire it there quickly, out and away we go, and Lukas Weber's got a launch! Oh mate, so that's Haas behind us there. We're into P3, everyone gets pinched in behind us there. But my God, we got an absolute launch, did Lukas Weber. And now in fact, I think that Haas is now in the lead. 3 wide almost into turn. Officially it's turn 2, but they have to call it turn 3 because the motorbikes come here. But there we go, Weber leads. I think that's Carlos Sainz, is that in second place? I want to say it's Sainz, but it may be Leclerc. You never know with these Haas cars. I think it is Carlos Sainz actually. As we come through, I haven't a clue what turn that is. 4, 5. So that's turn 6, and then this is turn 7. Yeah. No, that's wrong, isn't it? That's wrong because there's turn number 4. But into turn, I think this is turn 8. Whoa, very, very squirrely. Yeah, very, very. No, actually, that's Leclerc in front of us. I do apologise. I think I heard a wasp somewhere behind us. That's not good for us because we're not petrified of wasps, but we are very uneasy around them. As we now go through the field. This is a battle for P4 between Daniel Ricciardo and Valtteri Bottas. And tell you what, that Valtteri Bottas is escapade in Monaco a few races back. You might want to be careful here, Mr. Ricciardo. He might take you out. But no, clean pass. P4 for the Finn. Who is this? That's the Canadian. Hollywood Lance Stroll. He's got Lewis Hamilton right behind him. That's going to be a no contest. That is going to be a no contest and a half. If Hamilton doesn't make this pass here, he should hang his head in shame, and he does. P17 for the 5-time champion of the world. Actually, no, he's 6-time now. I do apologise. I gave him one less championship than we give him credit for. I sometimes do that. But through turn 8 we go, chased after Charles Leclerc. Lukas Weber is starting to get away. We don't like it when Weber gets away because it means we have to pull strategy on him. DRS now enabled well with a second Leclerc. This looks like it's going to be candy from a baby up to turn 3. Look at him. Carlos Sainz is lurking in the background as well. There we go, down the inside into turn 3. It's going to be an absolute beautiful move. We push Leclerc wide as well for good measure. See you later, alligator. Bye-bye, in a wild crocodile. What's Ricciardo doing in P6? Or did I get that completely wrong? No, what? That was a P5 with Bottas. It's for a P6. God almighty, the Williams are pushing each other through the field as Val locks up big time. And that's going to let Alexander Albon have a poke. But I think Alexander Albon knows better than to poke on his teammates, although he's going for the outside. Fair play to the tie-Brit driver if he pulls this off, but I think Vettel's got him covered there. Got him covered, no problem. So now the chase begins after Lukas Weber, the German at the Austrian Grand Prix. What's the gap? The gap is 2.2 to that man. We'll have to see if that man comes and knock him. And speaking of comes and knock him, I think Leclerc's going to have a problem with Carlos Sainz. Coming and knocking round the outside, we'll go Carlos Sainz. He's should get the momentum round the outside of turn 3. They're still side by side up there at the top of the hill. And I think, is the Spaniard going to get the monogas driver or not? Make your minds up, lads. Make your minds up. Nope, the monogas driver keeps hold of that position. As here we go, we got Ricciardo, we got Vettel, we got Albon. Who's that in the background? Is that Grosjean in the background? I think it is. Oh, they're going to be free wide into turn 3! Nutters! 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 Someone locked up there. Who locked up? They're still free wide. What are you doing? Well, that's one Williams dealt with. Don't know which one. Is that Albon that's now... oh, big lock up from Rick Bobby. It is Albon. Albon's pinched both of their pockets. Get in there, son. Speaking of get in there, son, here comes big time Devon Butler, and he's making that is easy on Max Verstappen. And I think Verstappen's letting him go. Yep, P10 for the Brit. Meanwhile, we've made no inroads on Lukas Weber. We didn't even get to find out how big the gap was as we go to Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz to the inside of Leclerc. Will Leclerc let him go? No, oh, he has to now. Runs wide. Big lock-up, runs wide, and look who's now come to join the party. It's Valtteri Bottas, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure the Finnish contingent that may or may not watch my video appreciate the accent on Valtteri Bottas. He's going to go around the outside of the monogas driver. Yes, he is. He's pulling, he's pulling, he's pulling, he's pulling, he's pulling. He's trying to pull for all his might. Leclerc's still got his nose stuck in there. Someone locked up there. Don't know which of the two it was. But Leclerc has now pinched a pocket back. Thank you very much, says the monogas driver. As we go to the fight for P6 now. Rick Bobby wants that back. Give it back, he says to Alexander Albon. Alexander Albon says, no, make me. And Rick Bobby says, I will take it by force. And Albon says, no, you won't, because I've got the more powerful engine in my car. So therefore, you can't have it. And speaking of can't have it, Verstappen has dropped to P13 here. What's gone on here with Verstappen? That's the man Gasly there. Tried to get past him there, and don't think that kind of worked for him. Now, what we've got here, we've got Perez and Giovinazzi here. This is about P15. 15, if that didn't come out well. And around the outside, we'll go the Italian. And I think that is going to be P15 for the ITAI. Certainly is. Will Perez try and make some of it down into turn number 4? He should try and make some of it, but doesn't look like he's going to. Now, are we going to finally find out how big this gap is to Lukas Weber? Because if it's big, I might want to try something here. It's 3.4, so he's gaining all the time. He is gaining all the time. Wow. We're going to try something different here. And speaking of try something different, I think that's what Leclerc is trying to do here. Oh, look at Bottas. Bottas has pinched Sainz's pocket. So is Leclerc. Will they try and pinch each other's pocket? I don't think they will. But we'll see what happens there as we go to Verstappen. Oh, who is that? It's Hamilton! Free wide! Oh, excuse you, come through. That is free wide into turn 1 between Hamilton and Verstappen. Verstappen is losing positions hand over fist here. I think Perez has also lost out to Hamilton there. Look at this, 2 by 2 behind. You got Toro Rosso's all over the place. You got Kvyat, Hollywood Land Stroll in there. And you may as well add Nico Hulkenberg at the back of the field. Nico Hulkenberg's back there just chilling. I haven't a clue what's going on with Verstappen, but Red Bull are not having a great race in their home race as we come across the line to start lap number 7.
Approaching the pit window.
The gap now 3 points. He's gaining half a second a lap. I've got a pit. Right. I'm pitting this lap. We're going to try something different here. I know it said pit lap 9-10, but we're going to try 2 laps early. See what a 2-lap undercut does. As Bottas tries for the outside of Charles Leclerc. And he finally gets his man up into P3. We'll go the Finn. And look at it. I think Verstappen's lost out to Perez. He's lost out to Stroll. He's now losing out to Kvyat. Well, he's going to put a fight up here. But if he's got no engine in there, what's the point? You may as well let him go. He does let him go. Could try the outside again though. But I think Kvyat's got that covered. No, he's not. Verstappen wants some more. Verstappen wants more. And Kvyat's going to give him more. And Kvyat is going to say, hold that P19 there. Right. Here we go. I know you don't want me in this early, lads, but we're going to try something here. We're going to try something and hope we get lucky as we head into our garage of 18 men holding rubber. Now, what's going on down the field here? Something's going on down the field here. There they go. Who is that? That is in the box there. That is Alexander Albon. This is the battle for P5 now. You've got Ricardo all over there. I think that's someone's gone on in the background there. What's gone on just in the background there? I saw a car disappear. Who was that? Who was that? And have I just been screwed over royally again? Well, we don't know, because here's Grosjean and... sorry, that's Giovinazzi and the man Gasly. That's a P15. There's yellow flags around here somewhere. What is going on?
A few moments later.
Actually, I think Gasly and Giovinazzi might be for a higher position, because we're P16. So that might be actually for P11. I do apologise. I really... Oh, not again.
No overtaking. Reduce your pace.
Not the safety car again.
Your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace.
But wait a minute, I think Weber's gone past. I think Weber and all them have gone past. So here's what reason for safety car. Sebastian Vettel breaking down. Sebastian Vettel breaking down. The Williams proving very unreliable again. There goes everyone around the outside. I think we were one of those cars that went around the outside there. You can see him. Where's he going to come up to a stop in that's warranted a safety car? Oh, if it's here. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, you got to agree with that. So, I imagine we're going to see a mass hoarding into the pits here. And if we do, there's Ricciardo. So you got Ricciardo, Albon. I think that's Magnussen, Butler. Who we got here? So we got, there's Ricciardo, there's Albon, Magnussen, Butler, Grosjean, Giovinazzi. No, Raikkonen, Gasly, Giovinazzi. There's Hamilton. There's Stroll, Perez, Kvyat, Hulkenberg, Verstappen. And there's... Who's that? I don't know who that... I think that was Weber. He's still out in the lead. These guys in front haven't pitted. These guys in front haven't pitted.
What? What the fuck?
Therefore, a de facto, as we get underway on lap 11,
Okay, clear.
we're the leader. Oh my god! I think we've out-finessed the safety car here. I think other people have out-finessed themselves. There goes Hamilton on Hollywood Land Stroll. Because the safety car's not even picked some of these guys up yet. Oh, Stroll's making a fight of this. Go on, Hollywood. Big time Hollywood Land Stroll's going to have a go at this for P10. Come on, boy. It's only Lewis Hamilton. What you got to worry about? Hamilton on the... I thought Hamilton was on the hards then for a second. But Hamilton's fighting to get on his man and move him up into P10 as we go to the fight for P16 between Antonio Giovinazzi and Danny Kvyat. And that's going to be for a better position when it comes. Let me assure you, folks. Hello, Tarquin. Are you still here? There goes Kvyat up into P16 for that man. Oh, you love to see it, folks. Oh, in comes Weber, Bottas, Leclerc and Sainz. Oh, the Hatties are going to have to double stack on the green. You love to see it, folks. Mercedes cannot believe the luck that they've just had there. There goes Weber. Any moment now we'll see Bottas. There goes Leclerc. Oh, Sainz is stuck there. Bottas out behind Weber. Oh, look at all these positions. They're losing. You love to see it. I'm not gawking in any way, shape or form, folks. I am, however, going to admire this pass here. I think if this is going to be Kevin Magnussen having to go at Danny Ricciardo for P3. This is for the final spot on the podium here. Is that Alfa Romeo is there legit? Who is that? There goes Magnussen for P3. Who is that Alfa? Well, it must be Raikkonen. Because Giovinazzi's way down the field. Is Kimi Raikkonen in P5? He might score his first points and everyone scores. Raikkonen might have just out-finessed Raikkonen here. Raikkonen might have just out-finessed everyone. DRS is back enabled here. As we fling it into turn 1, up the hill now to turn 2 and 3. Let's see what goes on here as we get to... There's turn 2 right there. So Alex Albon's in second, Magnussen's third. What we got going here, this is Lewis Hamilton now. This is the fight for P5. So Kimi Raikkonen is in P5. Legit, folks. Legit. P5 for Raikkonen. And I think is that Kim Stroll behind him? I think it is. It's going to be a stellar day for some of these back markers here as Perez now is the human roadblock. He's holding up Weber, he's holding up Grosjean, Bottas. Well, Grosjean's about to go past Perez here. This is only for what? Well, this is only for P9. So there goes Bottas. Weber's lost out to Bottas. Big lock up for Grosjean. Side by side, Perez and Bottas. So Bottas into P10. Oh my god, it's gone completely to you know what. And I've got an echo in this room. As we go to Verstappen and Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi around the outside of Verstappen for P16. And that should be done and dusted. No, the Dutchman is still flying. The Dutchman still wants some, and the Dutchman is going to hold on to P16 for the moment. Hold on, I think we need to actually have a physical timeout here. What is going on? This field is all over the place. So Albon second, Magnussen. Then I assume what? It's Grosjean, Hamilton. As we go, who's that? Why are we seeing this fight in the corner of our screen? Because that fight's nowhere near, unless that's further up the field. Because that, no, that's Ricciardo. That's Ricciardo fighting with Hamilton. We were looking at Bottas and Grosjean. And we're still looking at Bottas and Grosjean. I got confused then for a second. Haven't a clue why. But we did. So who we got here then? Well, this must be Giovinazzi and Verstappen then for P16 still. And there goes I'll tell you what, look out, Carlos Sainz. Here comes Carlos Sainz. Everyone watch out, Carlos Sainz is coming. And Carlos Sainz is about to go past here. Hey buddy. That's what he is just done. So we're on lap number 15 now.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
This is, this is all over the place. Really is. You cannot get a lot of
17.9 seconds.
A lot of action here. But heaven knows what actually is going on. Now, on lap 15, here we go. Here's Gasly. He's in a fight with Bottas, Grosjean, Weber. Free wide into turn 3. Go on, Gasly. Defend for your life, son. Gasly's backed out of it. Check it! That's all we say to him. And Bottas and Grosjean have just pinched his pocket. I tell you what, Verstappen passing Carlos Sainz here wouldn't be a bad thing. Would be absolutely hilarious if he got the job done. Giovinazzi, he's giving him a bump draft. Oh, big lock-up from Carlos Sainz. You love to see a big lock-up like that. And I think Carlos is going to have another go. Around the outside of turn 4. On the Dutchman. And he still kept hold of it. Oh, incredible. Oh, lap number 16 now. As we go back through the field. This is Kevin Magnussen. He's got to defend for his life here against Lewis Hamilton for the last place on the podium. And Hamilton is going to get him. No, he's not. Magnussen's going to keep hold of it. Oh, give fair play to the Dane. Dane put up a great performance against 6-time champion of the world, but when Hamilton wants to come through, Hamilton will come through. And Hamilton's nicked P3. We'll see if Dane loses out more there as we go back down to the first corner. There's Sainz going for Verstappen up the inside, and he's got him finally. Oh, Verstappen wants it more though. Come here. Come here, says that man. He's probably saying something else in his helmet. I'm not going to repeat what he's probably saying, but he's probably saying, oh, my God, is that the Giovinazzi coming up behind me? What is this clown doing? Clown! Yeah, the clown has just passed Verstappen to P16. You love to see it. Carlos Sainz is being treated like an absolute moron. And speaking of moron, come on, don't do it, Lucas. Give Gasly a point. Well, he may not do it because I think Leclerc wants to make it 3 wide into turn 3. Leclerc takes curb. Look at that. Weber's bullied Gasly off the track. And so is Leclerc, and that's P10 for the German. But the Monegasque driver might have something to say about it. Nope, has nothing to say about it. I tell you, I want to see Magnussen on the podium here. As much as I despise him for taking my seat. There you go, around the outside. Good boy. P3 for the Great Dane against Lewis Hamilton. We run very wide. Coming out of turn 9. 2 to go. 2 to go. You love to see it. Let's see where we end up. If you have what the hell? We had a massive screen freeze then. At absolutely monumental screen freeze there as Bottas goes around the outside of Hollywood Land Stroll for P7. But still a good haul of points there for the Toro Rosso team, as Hamilton has another go at Magnussen into turn 3. Round the outside he'll try, round the outside he'll get the job done. So Hamilton now into P3, he'll give chase to Albon, we think, as we go to Giovinazzi trying to defend from Verstappen. Round the outside will go Max Verstappen. Oh, big slide! Oh, did you see that slide from Giovinazzi? Oh, bloody hell, any moment now Dale Jr. was coming up yelling, slide jump! As Carlos Sainz carves his way through Giovinazzi, now carving up the inside of Verstappen. Verstappen is having none of it! The Dutchman wants that position, he will fight for his life for it! It's only P16, but he's going to give it up. As a bad job.
This is your
Dear
final
me.
Final lap of the race.
Final lap of the race. What is going on? Well, this Austrian Grand Prix has been nuts, folks. And if you would like to see more of this absolute chaos, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We are on 453 subscribers, and also hit that notification bell. You might see what happens when Hollywood Land Stroll gets passed by Lukas Weber. But Grosjean's going to have the first go, and Grosjean's passed Hollywood. Oh, 3 wide, Leclerc and Weber, that is insane. I think Weber's got him, yes he has. Has Leclerc got Stroll? If he has, that is heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking for Hollywood Land Stroll. And look at that, Weber's around the outside of Grosjean. He's got him. No, he's not quite. Not quite. Oh, squeeze him. There you go. He got him. Speaking of got him, here's Butler. We haven't seen Butler since the pit stops. Mind you, he got held in the queues, didn't he? He's up to P13, but he's got Perez around the outside. P14 he'll be. P13 for Sergio Perez, the Mexican, in the tracing point, as it's now being called, not the racing point, because now they're copied Mercedes. But Butler's going to keep hold of that position. Thank you very much. Says that man. But unlike last weekend, the safety car saved us this time. Oh, we are back to winning ways.
Absolutely.
Yes!
Awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
Lovely, Lloyd. Lovely.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Let's review the drivers' standings. Poole increases their championship lead. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, yes. The safety car this time. Last week it screwed us, this week it saved us. Phew. Oh, absolutely love your work, boys. Love your work. Victory. Lewis Hamilton finished second. We didn't see Hamilton pass Albon there, so that must have been... Look at that. It must have been literally on the line at the end there. Magnussen, Ricciardo, Raikkonen got his first points. Bottas, Weber back up into P8 after that absolute disaster. Leclerc and Grosjean, your point scorers. Hollywoodland Stroll just misses out. And one retirement, Sebastian Vettel. I could kiss you. I could kiss you right now. And that's put all sorts of bad thoughts in everyone's heads. Let's go see Claire and see what she's got to say.
Amazing performance.
She was checking her porn collection again.
Was there really any competition for you today?
Yeah, there was a competition for the safety car. I think he gave us a pretty good run for our money today.
You performed better than last week.
Well, the safety car actually helped us out this time for once, unlike last week when it didn't help us out butt kiss. But yeah, we'll just go with that.
Your team must be ecstatic with how
They are, and they're ecstatic about the way that safety car came out and screwed over the field, unlike last week when it screwed me over.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was
No, and I was about to. Did I mention that it was safety car? And we were about to give it hell for coming out.
Appreciate your time.
And yours. This last week the safety car taketh, and this week the safety car giveth. You love to see it. You love to see it. I knew pitting a couple of laps early, get the strategy right. Oh yeah. I suppose we should actually thank Sebastian Vettel as well. But don't tell him I thank Sebastian Vettel. Yep, get all them reps going up again, folks. Get all them reps going up.
Just wanted to say congrats on the podium. It's thoroughly deserved.
Thank you, Jeff. Congratulations to you as well for sending out the safety car. Have I mentioned there was a safety car in the race that helped us out? Yeah. Did I mention Sebastian Vettel helped us out there during that race as well? Maybe we should move to Williams. Singapore with a 92 Mercedes Williams. Nah, don't fancy any of them. Don't fancy any of them in the slightest. Switch it back to the old stuff for practice around our home Grand Prix next. Lovely jubbly. So I think that's gonna be the end of it then, folks. We're going to end it right here with a very healthy championship lead. There's going to be no F1 2019 next week. I've got a special surprise for you next week. One of the live stream episodes is going to come and make its last appearance, but I'm not telling you what it is. You'll have to find out next Wednesday. But let's get 15 likes on this F1 2019 video, shall we? Even if for the safety car screwing everyone over like last week. And you can subscribe for more daily F1 2019, Snooker 19, NASCAR Heat 4 and FIA European Truck Racing Championship career modes. So yeah, no F1 next week. So we'll see you in a fortnight for the British Grand Prix. And until then, folks, I think that can be it. Stay safe out there. Make sure you wash your hands during these times as well. And we'll see you all on the start line.